in the first one. So anyways, like I was saying, it looks like they're probably not in a Skype call. I don't know if either can see me in here or not. So let me type this out. I'm gonna caps this, so I apologize. See me. There we go. I'm just doing that so it may catch their eye a little bit easier. But nonetheless, making sure that both racers can see and hear me, and then basically, I know, damn caps! But whenever they're ready to go, we are good. Oh, they are in a Skype call. Okay, awesome. They're going to do their own countdown then whenever they're good to go. Awesome. If you guys are good to go, whenever's clever. If not, take your time. I'm in no rush. But if you guys are in a Skype call, do your own countdown. So again, guys, they are in a Skype call. If you join that Game Fetch link, let me link it one more time. You'll be able to get into both of their channels, support both of these casters, which would be awesome. I would appreciate it. Wow, let me not caps that, because I don't think that's going to work. Let me try respelling that. Anyways, this will get you into both of their channels. Just be sure to mute one of them. Again, you're going to see them start at slightly different times on my screen, as you're seeing right now. As I was just about to explain, I am capturing 2 streams, and Magic living close to me is on like the same server, which for some reason is laggy as sin for me. So you notice he seemed to start a few seconds behind. Being that they're in a Skype call, they actually started at the exact same moment. With streaming, there is a little bit of a delay, and I am recapturing 2 streams at the same time. So keep that in mind. If you're watching their stream separately, you'll probably have seen that happen before it did on my screen, for example. So there you go. That's your proof right there. Anyway, so just letting you know that's what's going on. Cobalt, by the way, his first item, he replaced his D6 with the tarot cards. So he'll get card spawns every 3 rooms out of that. Right now has Eye the Magician, which he just used for homing shots. Again, there you go. Like I said, I'm on a bad server to connect to Magic. This always happens to me. But you'll see those little hitches here and there. That's my connection to Magic server, so I apologize. Again, there it goes. I probably should have messed with Magic's cast a few seconds just to make sure it worked fine, because, yeah, this is going to keep happening now. God dang it, now I need to refresh. I need to refresh Magic. So again, apologies, guys. I live just outside Chicago. I'm in Aurora, Illinois, so if you've ever seen Wayne's World, you know where I live. There we go. So there's Magic's all caught up. Again, I had to refresh his. I apologize. That may happen from time to time. Ooh, sad onion for the first item. And there's meat for CobaltStreak on the left. So Cobalt's the first to move on to basement 2. Sorry, I almost said 1. Anyways, gets damage up and health up off of his item. Magic got sad onions, so he gets a capped out tears rate. And I believe that lowers your damage by 1, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody will quote me. Or somebody will correct me, I should say. Ooh, Chariot card for Cobalt, so he gets 1 use of the My Little Unicorn. Looks like he's going to check out that curse, or not curse room, the challenge room. Says no thanks, sees his boss fight, and he will fight that right now. There's that Chariot card coming into use, so he's going to rip through the Duke of Flies and its buddies. Ooh, and gets the super bandage out of it. Very nice find, some +2 hearts. And he's going to go back and find, looks like he's going to say no to that red chest. I'll be darned. He's going to go find his item room, though. Looks like item box was the result for Magic's item, so he gets 1 of almost everything, including, I didn't see what the card was. Oh, the card was Justice, so he spawned 1 more of every item, so that was kind of funny. Ooh, Guppy's Tail a little bit too early in that curse room for CobaltStreak, so he says no thank you to that. Darn right there, Sean. Oh, nice, early 2 hours. What town? I'll probably know it. I grew up here in Illinois, so I know Illinois like inside and out pretty much. Yeah, I need to refresh Magic. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Not what I meant. That was way wrong. Anyways, there is Cobalt's second item room. He does not have a key, however, so he's going to have to pass on it. At least for the time being. He's going to hope. Actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to say he's going to hope that he has the secret room right there, but yeah, he's only got the 1 bomb, so he can't bomb into his item room, as I was about to say he could do. But yeah, without the 2 bombs, moot point on my side. So nothing else he can do here. He's gonna say no thank you to that red chest and just move on to basement, good lord. He's gonna move on to caves 1 first. So with the slight advantage right now, CobaltStreak is ripping on through here. Slightly behind him, and I do mean slightly because there's his item room, his MagicD250 on the right. So he is on the floor behind CobaltStreak, and I do mean not too far behind. Ah, nice, Jacobs. Very nice. Hey, what's up, Pat? How you doing tonight? And again, what's up, everybody? Good to see everyone. I know a few more people. Ooh, very nice. Luckfoot for, or Lucky Foot, I should say, for Magic on the right. Very nice find. So his luck goes through the roof, which is never a bad thing in this game. Especially when you gamble as much as I do. Let's see if he's actually going to do it too. Yes, he is. Cobalt's going to say no thank you to the 10 bombs in a challenge room. That is just not worth the amount of time it's going to take to get 10 bombs out of that. And I'm with him on that. He shook his head, no thanks. I'm totally with him. So again, with the lucky toe and the lucky foot is MagicD250 on the right. Good lord. This man may want to go play the lotto tonight. He seems to be rather lucky at the moment. Ooh, a world card for CobaltStreak. There is a good find, finally. So that'll show the entire map at one point for Cobalt. Ooh, just barely mistimed bomb by Magic on the right side. Again, this is a really tough boss to bomb sometimes, because if he jumps, it doesn't hurt him. Yeah, I've had very few runs with the lucky toe and the lucky foot, but yeah, it seems that getting luck up doesn't really help me as much as luck down does. I've yet to figure out why, but it really doesn't. Everybody hates Comcast on most nights, I hate to say. I know I do. It's been really bad for me. Ooh, pentagram for MagicD250, so there's some damage up for Magic, finally. There's a Soul Heart to replace the one that Cobalt just spent to get in and out of his curse room, so he makes no profit whatsoever from that. And again, both right now are on Caves 1. Cobalt says Catacombs 1. It is just the tougher, if you will, expansion version of the floor. So he's got a few tougher enemies, a few tougher spawns. Ew, that best friend is showing up all over the place tonight. Not really so much a best friend. Cobalt's going to say no thanks, leave it there, and take his cards with him. Didn't get an achievement for killing Ultra Pride. Oh, nasty. No, it's just, that should just be a glitch out, like Otaku says. I say keep going with that. Next time you kill something like that, it should open it for you. I think. I hope, at least. Yeah, but alas. So there's Cobalt's boss fight here in Caves 1. Again, Magic just having hit Caves 1, still looking for his item room and his boss fight, but is not too far behind at all. Oh, wow. This game really wants to give Cobalt that Guppy's tail. He's still going to say no to it, though, because he does not have enough keys to make that worthwhile. Like, try to polish a turd. Oh, God, you're using an audio guy's, like, terminology right there to a T. That's the funniest thing, is we always say, you know, like, fans will come up to us, why didn't we sound good tonight? It sounded muffled. Or, you know, whatever the case might be, whatever complaint they had about how it sounded. No, the treble was too high. I heard my monitor too much. You know, like something like that. Where, wow, this game really wants to give Cobalt that tail. That's the third time we've seen that tail show up. What is going on here? So he takes the Pact, on the other hand, but my goodness, the third time that tail has spawned. Wow, so that cat apparently has a ton of tails. Not just lives, but it has a ton of tails, too. So again, there's the item box with the Justice card for more items in it. So Cobalt will take those keys. He'll leave that pill. He'll take the bombs, obviously. But dear lord, that's ridiculous. I've never seen that. Magic with a little health up after his boss. He is going to go back and look for his item room, though. That was going to be my next question, but he answered it for me. Yeah, that cat of nine fails. I mean, tails. I mean, yeah, no, I meant that. Kane's Eye is, if I'm not mistaken, a random chance in a room to show you the entire map. If I'm not mistaken. Somebody, again, will correct me, but I believe I'm right. Hey, what's up, Dragonfly? How you doing tonight? Again, what's up, everybody? Good to see you all out here tonight. Thank you again for the support for both of the racers, all four of the racers tonight, let alone being here. Thank you guys again so much for everything. Cannot say it enough. That is correct. Wow, I was right. Yeah, it's at the beginning of the floor. That's the other good thing. Ooh, Bloody Lust for CobaltStreak in a curse room. So finally, we see something good come out of a curse room. And then immediately the compass in his store following it. Very nice finds. So that is a pretty carry item in a race. You get to know where your special rooms are on your map. You won't get to see the map, as you can see. But nonetheless, you get to at least have an idea of what's going on. There's Wiggle Worm for MagicD250. You'll see what that does when he shoots next. Ooh, no such luck for Cobalt. He's going to stop playing the Demon Beggar. Ooh, Hierophant card, so he gets even more Soul Hearts out of it. That could have turned out worse. The 2 hearts he spent, he got back in Soul Hearts. So at least he broke even, kind of speaking, yet again. Technically, I think he actually made a profit off of that room. So Cobalt's going to stay at that 1 heart because he does have this Blood Challenge room down here, so he's going to see what item he gets here before he heals. Again, Magic, having found his Wiggle Worm, will move on to his Caves 2. So they are on the same floor yet again. Again, keep in mind, Cobalt does have... Oh, man, I think I just saw something else there. So with health up in this Blood Challenge room, takes that and he'll have some health up The more important part, however, is I think I saw a bacon heart in that last room. I could be wrong, though. I could be completely wrong. There's that wiggle worm doing the oddball shots for Magic. I hate trying to line things up with this wiggle worm. It becomes such a pain in the butt. Cobalt ripping on through his challenge room here. Again, he got health up off of this, and I believe he's looking at a Eternal Heart out in the next room. I could be wrong, but I believe that was there. That crispy bacon. Damn it, now I want bacon. See what you did, Cloud? See what you've done? Yes, it was. So that is, as we call them, bacon hearts. That is an Eternal Heart. What that does is if you get 2 on the same floor, or take 1 with you to the next floor, it builds an entire red heart for you. So you get another red heart container out of that. Those are protected by those blue hearts that you see. That's why it's in the middle of the red and the blue hearts. So you will actually get protection. So if Cobalt gets hit, which if Cobalt gets hit, unless he uses the arcade, which now he's kicking himself, I think, for picking that up, because he could have played the Blood Machine with his almost no hearts. So never mind, no, he couldn't have, but he could have if he really wanted to. Nonetheless, if you play a Blood Machine, that will take your Eternal Heart first thing. Doesn't matter what else you have, it'll take your Eternal Heart right off the bat. So keep that in mind. So there is Cobalt. Like I said, if he got hit, there he did. You only lose Soul Hearts, not that Eternal. If you don't have Soul Hearts, though, that's the first one to go, is that Eternal Heart. So keep that in mind. So you may want to wait on picking it up sometimes. The Hourglass for Magic, at least it's a D6 replacement, and there is the Rosary. So Faith Up and Soul Hearts for CobaltStreak. So Faith Up means you have more of a chance of finding God Rooms on your run. If you see Curse Up, that is more chance of finding Devil Rooms. So just so you know what those mean. Excuse me. And yeah, Christina won the race earlier, 2-1 on a very close third. And Cobalt finishes off that room. He'll take his full heal, or almost full heal, I should say, on the way through. Gets a clean room on the way to his boss fight, and he'll fight his Caves 2 boss first. Again, Magic, there we go. I was going to say, shouldn't be that far out looking for his boss fight. And he's only got this one more room to clear, so these two are pretty neck and neck right now, folks. And it is pretty darn close, all in all. Cobalt with, I gotta say, a much better build at the moment, though. Looking at a lot more health, a lot more damage. And doesn't have Wiggle Worm, which is always interesting. So, ooh. Champion version of Pestilence for Magic. Wow, nice dodge there. Even with the double shot, because of having used the Hourglass, Magic still dodged between them. That was a great move. So again, neck and neck between these two racers. Again, Magic's is slightly delayed on my end, so keep in mind, he's probably a little further through this boss than you see. So all in all speaking, this is probably dead even right now. If not, actually, Magic finished off his boss on mine first, so there you go. He does get a Devil Deal. Ooh, looking at the mark and Spirit of the Night. Interesting, he's definitely taking the mark, so that's damage up and replaces one of those hearts with a Soul Heart. Cobalt moves on to his depths floor first, but only by about a second or two. Magic right behind him and immediately gets his item room, so technically speaking, Magic in the lead because he doesn't necessarily have to backtrack, especially with the Curse of Darkness Magic has, so he will not be able to see his entire map, which is a real hindrance, but all he needs to find is his boss fight now to finish this floor off. So that could be a huge help. Question is, will Cobalt go towards... Also, where is... Oh, okay, he's got to go through that other one to get to his boss fight. But again, Cobalt with a pretty ridiculous damage build at the moment. Looks like he's going straight on towards his boss and saying, forget the item room. He's looking like he's okay with what he's got. So again, this is where strategy comes into play. Cobalt, knowing where his rooms are with his compass, may just skip right on past everything else. Ooh, Magic getting cornered there, so he's down to his 2 red hearts at this point. And Cobalt, nice dodging there in between enemies. Looks like Magic is looking for a bomb so that he can get into that Judgy. He desperately needs a bomb. There is his boss fight. Very nice find, very quickly. So again, Magic, technically speaking, just barely a room ahead of CobaltStreak, because it looks like Cobalt is going to forego his item room on this floor. He knows where it is, but is making no attempt to go near it. So that being too far away from his boss, I believe... Don't quote me, but I believe he's going to go after his boss. Oh my god. But I think he's going to go after his boss and hope for the best. Mask fight would be the oh my god portion of what I just said. So yeah, Magic fighting one of the worst bosses in this game and has no piercing whatsoever. So we'll see how this works out for him. That mask can be a troll and a half. You can ask Christina. She hates this. She hates this fight, and with only 2 hearts. Uh-oh. Looks like Cobalt's going to owe a Loki dance after the race. So it's Loki for Cobalt. How ironic. Oh, God, that was close. Wow, that was ridiculously close. Come on, Magic. You can do this thing. You can do this thing. That is still rotten luck. This boss takes so long to kill. So long to kill. Notice how quickly Cobalt is tearing through Loki over here by comparison. Mind you, you don't know how much damage Magic's done because there's no health bar for this troll of a boss. Wow, very nicely done, Magic. Very nice job. So he actually finishes the boss first, takes his health up, and moves on. Cobalt gets a double deal. Oh, my goodness. Yep, I was going to say Brimstone incoming for Cobalt. He's considering Spirit of the Night, but he's going to say no thanks and move on. So again, with the Brimstone build on the left side, CobaltStreak getting Brimstone going into Depths 2. But both racers neck and neck right now. Again, Cobalt this time has got a Curse of Darkness. And again, he bypassed his last item room, so I'm sure he'll do the same here if the opportunity shows itself. But if he comes across his boss fight, you can count on him fighting his boss and just moving straight on. And as you notice, with Bloody Lust, for that matter, for CobaltStreak, don't forget that CobaltStreak has Bloody Lust. You can't see the item, but as he kills enemies, he's going to get a better Brimstone in each room. So notice it's getting a different color. That will actually keep changing in every room. Oh, he's actually going to pass on that Judgy. Interesting. Yeah, Cobalt doesn't mess around. Like, once he gets enough where he thinks that he's set, he ain't messing around. He will just go straight for that boss. Cobalt is in straight-on race mode at the moment. Ooh, very nice. He's going to get more soul hearts out of this Larry Jr. mini-boss. There you notice you can still double Brimstone shot. It doesn't do much good for you, but you can do it. There's a 2 of diamonds. That'll double up Cobalt's money. Magic has found a library, though says no thank you to it. He's going to keep Mom's bra. And wow, look at that. Straight on to Mom's fight. So, ooh, Blue Mom for CobaltStreak. He won't have too much of an issue with this, though. I don't think he has such a quick recharge on this Brimstone. Look at this. It's like insta-firing. My goodness. And great dodging, for that matter. By the way, you want to see dodging skills? Watch the left screen for a bit. And there's Magic's Mom fight. So again, neck and neck for these two. Magic's going to say forget his item as well, and he's going to move on to the fight. Ooh, he did that too soon. Oh, he hit the broad just barely too soon and screwed himself out of a few seconds here. He could have done damage this whole time, too. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, there we go. Now he can continue on. That was just barely off on the timing. So that'll hold him back slightly. CobaltStreak finishes off his fight, gets more health up and a soul heart. Says no thank you to the Polaroid, and looks like he's going to get either a Curse of the Labyrinth or an XL floor, because there is that loading screen. So this will take a second or two, folks. But again, just let it sit there. If you get this loading screen error, it usually happens on the depths or the womb. Just let it sit there. It can even tell you that Flash crashed out like it did our RTC earlier tonight. And this will still work. So just say no if it asks you like, oh, do you want to close this because Flash crashed? Say no, and then it'll open up your level. So just give it, there you go. Give it a second, it'll load it. Oh, wow. And he didn't get any curses or anything. Oh, yes, he did. So he uses his world card. As you notice, CobaltStreak was holding on to that world card for quite a while here. He was hoping that he'd wind up having Kane's Eye give him the whole map, but no such luck in the process. So he uses his world card, sees exactly where he's going, has a whopping 3 more rooms after this to clear, and he'll be at his first boss fight in the womb. Magic almost done with his mom fight. He's going to, oh, wow, actually forego damage. He didn't take any damage from that. But he'll get shot speed up and a card. Let's see if he gets lucky with it. Temperance, not quite what he hoped for. That's a blood machine. So there very quickly is Cobalt's first womb fight. So he'll be in his first boss fight here, and oh, it's the bloat. Thankfully, he has a huge tanking build at the moment. No, that's perfectly fair. The only outlawed items are the 5 that are listed all the time, Ghost. Why would a world card not be fair? It's a perfectly legal pickup item. Even at that point, he's got Kane's Eye, so there's a chance when he goes down to the next floor that with Kane's Eye, it's actually going to show him his whole map. So that's why Cobalt used this here. Knowing full well that he didn't get it here, he's got about a 50-50 shot. It's either going to happen or not on the next floor. Not quite, but he's got a compass anyways. So he's going to take his best bet onto the Womb 2 here. Cobalt's going to guess, and I believe he's going to be correct, that he's heading towards his boss. Ah, not loading right. Ah, okay. Gotcha. I understand now. I thought you meant the card. I understand. But yeah, that's happening to, like, everybody tonight. You should have seen my issues earlier. So yeah, I feel your pain on that one, dude. Believe me, I feel your pain on that one. But I understand now. Ooh, Magic's cornered. This is bad. Yeah, I was going to say he can't get out of there, and he only had the 1 heart left. Everything in the womb hits you for 1 heart. So yeah, Magic got screwed into that corner there. That hurt. That one hurt. So down goes Magic and back to the first floor. Ouch. Oh, God, Dish. Yeah, oh, now I really feel for you, Ghost, dude. Oh, my God, do I feel for you on that one, Ghost. Ugh. Yeah, Dish is not a bro as far as any type of connection goes. Not a bro, especially for me with how windy and, like, cloudy it gets. Yeah, no, that's just a bad move. So, like I said, there is a huge lead at the moment for CobaltStreak. He can take it a little bit easier on this run now. I guarantee you he will not, but he could take it a little bit easier on this run if he totally wanted to. So Magic's first side, telepathy for dummies. Yeah, not the greatest. He gets homing shots every couple of rooms. Yet another bacon heart for CobaltStreak that he totally doesn't need. That'll basically just count as half a soul heart at this point if he wants it. But he should have a couple more rooms here. And, yep, there we go. This will wind up connecting to his boss fight. So now he's going the correct way. Great dodging against these eyes. Magic on his first boss fight, though, again, excuse me, with that death, probably too little. Oh, too late. Again, pardon me for the hiccups. Yeah, pain is imminent. So here comes the first of many Mom's heart, or the first of at least 2, I should say, Mom's heart fight tonight. So again, this is where we race to. We do a best of 3, so Cobalt's looking to take a 1-0 lead here. Again, though, do not count anybody out. We've seen craziness. We've seen just everything happen. So again, though, I really doubt Cobalt's going to take that much damage on this one. So with that death, it's pretty much on this one, I think, possibly over for Magic. Don't want to call it too soon, but I don't think I've ever seen Cobalt lose on this fight. I don't think I ever will. For those that don't know, at the moment, he's rocking a 280-0 streak on the save file, so this will put him at 281-0. So yeah, think about that. It's dude's a little talented at this one. I don't think he's going to die here. He's even looking away from the fight from time to time. Like, I have to focus on this fight still, or else I get hit constantly. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Oh, 290, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. 290, so this will be 291. My bad on that one, it's 290. Yep, we do this all the time, actually. Let me give you the link for the league. If I could click. There we go. That'll give you the link for both the standings and the schedule. The schedule is on there. You might have to scroll a little bit to the right at this point, because the first 5 weeks' results are all shown on there. And then after tonight, I'll update this one as well, obviously, or both races, I should say. But on that note, there you go. CobaltStreak taking out the first of Mom's hearts tonight, so he has got a 1-0 lead here, folks. Congratulations, Cobalt. An awesome run on that. That Brimstone was slightly more than he needed, I gotta say. Nonetheless, great job on that one. So there's your 1-0 lead, sir. Again, great job there, Cobalt. Let me get this out of the way. Real fast, guys, in between races, let me run a really quick minute of ads here so that I can grab a drink, because you might be able to hear that my mouth is just dried out as hell. So I will be right back, guys. We will get round 2 underway really quickly. As you can see, they're both going to reset, start from scratch. Good luck again to both, but I will be right back, guys. Give me about 1 minute or so. And there's that Loki dance for you. I was just about to explain the fact that you may not get ads, but here we go. I'm going to have to refresh CobaltStream, because for any of the... oh, maybe not. Just a really slow loading ad that goes through my browser mute. Sorry.
For others?
By the way, my browser is muted. I would like to point that out. Completely muted, but yeah, that Disney ad. We need to hear it, because we can't tell it's Disney. Totally can't tell that's a Disney ad. Anyways, but for those that don't know, ads are regional, basically, so you may get basically no ads just because nobody in your region... Wow, nice screen tearing on that. Anyways, you may get regional ads, you may get none. You may get ones that are kind of quote-unquote broken. Basically when they don't, like, they just give you that blackout screen, if you will. Yeah, right, LOL, my ad. You're right. Of course I get your ads, dude. I don't block no one's ads. I support everybody I watch, dude. I support everybody I watch, and Twitch for that matter, the entire time. I mean, seriously, like, these guys have been freaking awesome to me. The least I can do is not block their ads. I mean, God forbid. I play, what, 2 ads every hour at the most, so, you know what I mean? Like, least I can do. Helps everybody out in the process. Nonetheless, so we were just about to get started here with round 2. Again, if the racers can hear me, anytime, guys, you guys are always good to go. So we are clear on this end, so let me type that in. Just in case they can't hear me. Good to go by the way. I can't type. Nonetheless, so these guys are just about to start up round 2. They are on a Skype call. Let me get you the game fetch link again real fast, guys. This will get you into both of their channels and both of their chats. You can tell them both good luck, or tell them both good run, or wow, you're getting carried, all that good stuff. But again, they are on a Skype call, so you'll see them start at slightly different times, but that's only because I'm recapturing both of their streams. So it will have a slight delay in there. But nonetheless, if you go into that game fetch link, mute one of the channels because they are in a Skype call. So there you go. I'm seeing Magic move first this time. Weird. So everything got inverted. So now Magic moves first. But ooh, little gish for CobaltStreak's first item. Very nice find. And there's the first item room for Magic. So again, awesome finds right off the bat. Ooh, the Halo. Speaking of those almost all stats up items, as we found out, that is not a true all stats up, but very close to it. So again, great first finds for both racers. Looks like Cobalt actually got Mom's Pearl in there. He's going to head back in and grab that, I believe. Yes, he will. That has more chance, I believe. There's been 2 theories on that, but I believe that has more chance of Mom items spawning. Sorry, so like Mom's lipstick, Mom's underwear, things of that nature. Looks like Magic will take Bob's rotten head out of that first secret room that he found, so that is a free poison bomb usage. And there's his boss fight. Again, Cobalt's also found his, so we are pretty much just dead even at the moment. I'll do something else tonight. I don't think I'm going to play Bleach again. I can only do so much of that, like 2 nights in a row, basically, so if I do something else, it'll probably be Final Fantasy tonight. There's that poison throw. So again, that rips apart the Widow. As you can see, the poison was what was doing the most damage. So Magic ripping through that boss, gets some health up, a full heal, and he'll be moving on. So 5 full hearts, and every stat went up for the most part by 1. Where is... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where's the other enemy on Cobalt's screen? So there's that range up from the Mom items right off the bat. So there's that Mom's Pearl. Angie, how you doing? Because I need some practice, and I just got my PS3 controller hooked up to my my PC, so I need some practice on Final Fantasy with a less derpy controller, so hopefully that'll happen. Final Fantasy IV. Sorry, I could have said 4 on that one. I just said Final Fantasy, but it would be a speed run of 4. I need to practice that in a bad way. For those that don't know, I am trying to break that world record this year of getting that speed run done as quickly as possible. I'm basically within about half an hour-ish at this point, so we're getting there. It'll happen. Sometime. Probably way later on this year, but it'll happen. But how you doing, Angie? Good to see you. And again, good to see everybody. Thank you guys again for coming out tonight, as you have been for this entire league. I cannot say thank you enough. Just again, for those that haven't heard it, we are going to do a second league, like no question. It'll probably be at least a month after this one ends, which will be in March. By the way, Cobalt with, wow, 4 Soul Hearts, and Tears Up off of Mr. Squeezy, and a Devil Deal. And the mark to show, so good lord. So yet another Soul Heart to replace one of the 2 Red Hearts he spent. And gets one of the Red Hearts back with that Eternal Heart. So wow, that took a second to get through. I also totally missed what Magic picked up right there. I did not get a chance to see it because I was going through Cobalt's ridiculousness. And it won't matter much because in this library, Magic gets a Book of Belial, says he doesn't even care about the other Book of Anarchist, or Book of... Yeah, Anarchist Cookbook. Boy, I can't say that name. So he'll take that time and a half damage off of the Book of Belial with him. Again, CobaltStreak at the moment just, and I mean just barely ahead. He's cleared a few rooms in the Caves 1, which is the floor ahead of where Magic's at. He is just about to clear his boss here, though, in Basement 2. So they are very close right now. Anyways, like I was saying, we will have a second league coming up. We are going to expand it from what I'm planning to a lot more people, and I mean a lot. So basically, I will put information out there probably February or March or so. Again, this league ends in about March. I need to take a little bit of time for, like, me being able to do what I want to on my cast. But then after that, basically, we will get going on that. There's Rotten Meat for more health up for Magic, and he'll be moving on to his Caves 1. So again, both are on the same floor now. But anyways, we'll get information out there. I'll let you guys know what all the like the rules and restrictions and all that good stuff are, because we're basically Harlequin baby for CobaltStreak. But we're basically going to correct everything that we thought was not wrong, but not quite right with this one, and we'll make it a lot bigger for next time. So a lot more people are going to get in. Huh? Dragonfly was in there. Bullshit. You were in it. I swear to God. You know, you were in it right away, Dragonfly. You left like the second day. You can get re-invited in there, though. Ah, that's the other good point. So if you're thinking about that league that I just mentioned, and if you want to get in on the public races, we do that at least once a month. It's probably going to turn into 2, but again, it's all about timing. But we're probably going to start doing 2 monthly races, 16 racers in each one. Right now we have at least 50 some odd signups on that one. I don't know how many more signed up tonight, but feel free to sign up because we are going to randomize that list next week. So sometime next week we'll randomize that list. The top 16 of those signups will get in. The rest will all be backups. So again, just letting you know, we have a ridiculous amount of signups again. So I am probably going to make a second one next month. But for this month, we're going to have to randomize them again. So just so you know, there is a chance that even if you signed up, you will not be in that race. Even so, there is a chance that if you are not in the top 16, that you will still race. So keep both of those things in mind. But if you want practice, that is probably your best way, because you can test yourself against some other really good racers here. And all you have to do, basically, be able to cast on Twitch so that I can do what I'm doing here and recapture your stream to show what's going on. Have it so that it's smooth like both of these guys. I don't care about if it's at 240p. It can look pixelated as hell. As long as I can see it and it moves, I'm good. As long as we know what's going on, hey, we're good to go. So whatever happens, happens. It's all about having fun, though. So you can read the rules and restrictions on there, but if you guys, like I said, want some practice for that league and you're thinking about either, that public race is a good way. And there's prizes. I don't know what this month's is going to be yet, but there will be prizes given away. So there's Cobalt ripping on through the hollow again. Good lord. Now the question again, seeing as he's found his boss fight. Ooh. So Mom's coin purse for pills. Not going to be so happy with that. He does have 2 of these. Oh, and they're 2 health ups. Wow, he's going to be very happy with that. Somebody who never takes pills happened to cross 2 health up pills on the same floor and a Krampus fight. So this will take it a couple extra seconds for CobaltStreak, but he will wind up with the coal off of this, the lump of coal. What that does is as your shots move further away from you, they'll actually increase in size and therefore also in damage. It's kind of hard to see, but the further away you are, the more damage you'll do. What's up, Fire Truck? How you doing tonight? And again, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I know I haven't said hi to everybody by name. It is very hard to keep chat rolling with about 1,100 people and then with 2 races going at the same time. So again, apologies if I seem to have missed out on you. I am not trying to just ignore you, I swear. It's just I'm trying to get used to 3 inputs at the same time. So bear with me a little bit. Again, much love for everybody out here. Apologies if I don't call you out by name, but seriously, thank you one and all for being here again, guys. Cannot say it enough. Talking beat you all. That's awesome. Anyway, so Magic's on his Caves 1 fight. Again, the Hollow. And he uses his Book of Belial. Like I said, that is a 1.5 damage multiplier. Being that there is no damage cap. Even if you are... basically what I'm saying, it will over-cap you. So if it shows that you're at full damage on your select screen, or your pause screen, it will still 1.5 that. Along with whatever else you have added on top. Because, as I know, there is no damage cap. So again, Cobalt finding his boss fights right away is going to go on to his boss fight here in Depths 1 as well. He is just foregoing item rooms at this point. He is all about the speed on these races. This man is in straight up race mode as we have not seen before. He has got a completely different outlook on races than other people. This is what I love about this game. There are so many ways to play it, and especially with somebody on a, well, there's a scapular in a god room for MagicD250. Always a great find. So that, if you get down to half a red heart, will actually spawn a full blue soul heart for you. And there's more mom items for Cobalt. So he gets more range up off of that. So at this point, he's got to have max range, which is a good thing for having the coal. But again, he has to be far away from enemies to make that worthwhile. So again, anybody new to this, we do a best of 3. We race down to Mom's Heart, so the end of the womb 2. There are outlawed items, which are, technically speaking, the D6 is outlawed. You notice nobody's using it. The only ones you can re-roll with that D6 are the outlawed items, the Bible, Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, the Shovel, and Ipecac. Should you come across those, the D6 is usable, but only on those. And again, if you re-roll and it turns into one of those items again, perfectly okay. Basically, if one of the other questions that came up, being that one of the items not outlawed is the Dead Sea Scrolls, being that they can use some of those items, it's okay because it's only the one-time use. Should it be the shovel, though, I think basically, hopefully, this will not happen anytime soon, but I'll make sure that they all know. If it is the shovel, just let that go, basically. Just walk past it. Do not use it. Because that would still be basically using the shovel even once, and that's still technically cheating, so... Wow, the Rosary again for the item room for CobaltStreak. Again, basically, he's using the method that if he comes across his boss fight first, he'll kill the boss and just move on without his item at the moment. So he's happy with his build. Ooh, very nice. Congrats, Nate. Always a great feeling. And yes, I will, Jacobs. Probably not, like, instantly right away, but yes, I will. Yeah, Magic seems slightly laggier than Cobalt's is. It looks slightly different on his cast, too, because Magic's only casting at, I believe that's 360p. Cobalt's casting at basically twice the pixel height, or yeah, it is pixel height, I'm sorry. I keep wanting to say depth, but height is the right word. Basically, what the pixel rating on your casts are how high up in pixels, how many pixels there are high in whatever you're casting. So 1280 by 720 is 720p. Magic is on a laptop, though, and has very crappy internet by comparison to myself and or Cobalt. So he can't do the same quality. So his looks a little bit behind. That's because of XSplit and the game basically being on a laptop. Flash plus laptops, usually not a real good combination. So his gets a little bit laggy from time to time. But believe it or not, it is both a hindrance and a help at the same time sometimes. It's really weird to say that, but it is kind of hard to dodge like that, especially when it goes in and out of being laggy. But Cobalt is just about done with his mom fight already. He is torn through this. I basically didn't even finish that run-on sentence, and he had almost finished this fight. So nonetheless, again, tearing on through this floor is CobaltStreak, getting more health up out of it. He's going to say no thanks to the Polaroid again, and he'll be moving on to the womb. So again, Magic back on Caves 2, has fallen slightly behind. Ooh, very nice find. So very nice find with the PhD for Magic. All of his pills will at worst be neutral effects. And Cobalt with an XL floor. Wow. What more could you ask for when you're trying to rush through floors in a race? So he gets an XL womb floor, as we saw Morag with earlier. So if you think about this, there are no item rooms, there are no shops here. So all Cobalt is looking for is boss fights. So if he comes across one of them, he's got the other one attached to it. And the second one is going to be Mom's Heart. That is the last fight you need. So again, keep that in mind. It is very, very, very close to being over if Cobalt happens across his boss fights. Hey, what's up, Irene? How you doing tonight? Hey, what's up, B-Star? Good to see everybody again. So, I almost said Cobalt. Anyways, Magic on the right, tearing through his Chad fight. Just about done with it. Again, wow, this dodging by Cobalt. My goodness. And, oh man, I wish I had those dodging skills. I seriously wish I could dodge like Cobalt does. This is just skill personified right over here. My goodness. Somebody was going to do it. Thank you, Sean. Somebody does that every time. Fight Irish tonight. Ooh, awesome. I'm doing very good, Irene. Thank you. No arguments here. Having a good time at the races so far. Very tired, but all in all, pretty good. I'll have hot water again tomorrow, hopefully, if not the next day, depending on if the plumber actually shows up this time. And theoretically, I'll have hot water back, which will be a godsend, because then I can shower and not smell. And, oh yeah, it'll be so nice. But yeah, I've been without hot water for 2 days, so at least I'm doing better in the fact that I know it's getting fixed, and I'm finally getting a new hot water heater. So, hot water heater. That isn't redundant. Water heater. You know what I mean. What's the rules if they get an error room on the It Lives level? That's actually the MagicD250 rule that Xinium is asking about. Ironically enough, in the first race of the year, MagicD250 did exactly that, Xinium. So what happens is he took a telepill randomly on the Womb 2, and it wound up actually teleporting him into the I Am Error room on the first room of Womb 2. He had no idea he was taking telepills. So he wound up porting into there and created the new rule on the fly that if that happens, you have to take the floor, or take the shovel way down, basically, and go through the shale. So yeah, you have no choice. And it's only mods on the commands, guys. If you're not a mod, you're not ever going to be able to do the commands. But yeah, basically, it kind of screws you. So, if you're willing to take that risk, more power to you. But yeah, Magic still won his race when he did that. But still, only that person has to go through shale. The other racer that they're going against still goes through Mom's Heart. So it made it a little bit tougher on him. Basically, I didn't want to screw him over, but he's the one that suggested that, believe it or not. So, again, props to him on that, because I wouldn't have suggested it. I just would have been like, you decide, what am I doing? Oh, excuse me. So again, a couple of quick envy fights here, because Cobalt is just ripping these things to shreds and keeping them in place with that little Gish. So that first item Cobalt found is actually one of the best ones he got. Little Gish is a buddy. That thing will slow down so many enemies, and in rooms like this, that is key. Let alone with the damage it does as well, can't argue it. Yeah, soupy. But yeah, great timing on that one, Xinium. You could not have asked that at a better time, ironically. Well, that's actually has happened, and it was this racer that did it, so yeah. That was great timing on that question, though. Yeah, I was born on St. Patrick's Day. Does that make me Irish? I was born by an Irish doctor. I have 0% Irish in me, but technically I think I'm pseudo-Irish just for that, right? Right? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Ooh, Magic's found a dead end here. Ouch, not what you're looking for when you're trying to catch up. Yeah, Little Gish is seriously awesome. That is one of my favorite follower items. It's Cobalt getting away from that bomb very quickly. Should theoretically also be pretty close to his boss fights. I can't imagine that unless he just picked incorrectly, but it could be top right. It could. But chances are he's probably pretty close to him right here. Ooh, almost picked... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So he's going to take the tick. For those that don't know, he can no longer replace that. But nonetheless, that will take 15% instant damage off of any mini-boss or boss he comes across, and also give him a half a heart heal, red heart, mind you, when he walks in that room. Wow, more envies. How many envies is he going to have to fight? He's going to have to make an envy dance at some point. Cobalt is just getting envies everywhere. My goodness. Yeah, the tick is basically OP in these races, because we are not worried about picking up the Polaroid. Yet. That will happen at one point, though. Come the finals, yeah, we're going far enough where all of a sudden they're going to have to take that Polaroid. So, again, come playoff time, we're going to extend where these races go to. So we're going to make it that much tougher on the people that get into the playoffs. So it will not be this easy of a ride come playoff time. Not that this is an easy ride by any standards, but yeah, come playoff time, we're going a lot further with these runs. And without D6 usage, it's going to get kind of interesting later on. So there may be more deaths, there may just be a lot more trolley by the game. You never know. Yeah, Cobalt is envious, one might say. We'll be here all week. Try the veal. Tip the waitstaff. There's Magic's item room. And he still hasn't found his boss fight either. Tentative date for beginning of the playoffs. You can actually check everything, including the playoff brackets, if they started today at the Google Docs link coming up here from Spazbot. So basically, and yes, Spaz is the name of my cat, by the way. Nonetheless, for those wondering why we have a Spazbot, that's the name of my cat. Anywho, like I was saying, that will actually give you all the schedules, the standings, and if you scroll down to the bottom, it has all the playoff stuff on there, including what dates it should be taking place. So that's your best bet, but basically the beginning of March, end of February should be the playoffs, if I remember. And there's your boss fights for Cobalt, so again, 5 hearts at the moment. He's got Skull-X, which is a pretty easy first boss. As long as he doesn't get troll-shotted by one of those poison shots, he'll be fine here. Like I said about the troll shot, wow, how did you not take damage there, Cobalt? Wow, did you get, that's, wow, okay. I thought for sure that was damage, but nonetheless, it wasn't. Magic found his Depths 1 boss fight, so again, he is far behind here at this point. That XL floor for CobaltStreak was a huge help here. Womb XL floors on the on races are a huge help, believe it or not. Cop Chat suddenly got much more silently judging. I get the idea that I know what happened. Alright, so there's that first boss down, a little bit more health up, so with 6 hearts, Cobalt's moving on to that mom heart fight yet again. So again, he skipped over quite a few item rooms on this run, basically just in the name of speed, and Cobalt has been ripping through this as quickly as he can. And my goodness, already over a quarter of the way done with this fight. So again, with that pill in tow as well, worst thing that's going to happen out of that is get a stat down if he gets down, and that's a big if. He gets down to 1 heart, he'll use that. Possibly, because it could be a full heal. There's 2 chances out of pills that that could be a full heal. So he might take that if he gets down to 1 heart, but again, that's a big if. So Magic's got a lot of catching up to do at the moment. Did a nice job glitching out Monstro 2 there. Wasn't so much a glitch out per se, but definitely is the easy way to go through that fight. But again, CobaltStreak at about the 50% mark. Magic, ooh, with a Sun card now too. Ouch. And the Relic in his God room, so nice finds for Magic. Again, though, probably going to be too little too late, because CobaltStreak, who is up 1-0 right now, looking to finish it off with this Mom's Heart victory. So he's looking to make this a quick 2-0 victory here tonight. As this second race has been lickety-split. I wish I had my timer up for this, because I would have loved to have known how quick this was. This is very fast. Let's see, just since the last ad ran was 21 minutes. And we took time in between there, too, so keep that in mind. There was time in between, so this is under a 20-minute run going right now. So that is incredibly fast. Like I said, though, he skipped quite a few item rooms. Again, there you see Magic using his Sun card. That was damage to everything in a room, a full heal, and the map reveal. But again, gonna be too little too late, because with 4 hearts still left and about 20% left on Mom's Heart, it looks like CobaltStreak's gonna take this one 2-0. Because I don't see any reason why he's going to get hit 4 times first. And lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. CobaltStreak with an under 20-minute run on that one, folks. Wow, was that fast. Holy Moses, did he smoke through that one. Skipping item rooms all over the place and a sub-20-minute run. Good Lord. I don't have enough room on my computer screens at all. If you saw my computer screens, they're full. I don't even have room for the timer, sadly. But my goodness, that run by Cobalt, seriously, I hope you can hear this, because that is me applauding you, sir. Like, wow. A sub-20-minute run where you skipped item rooms and still made it look ridiculously simple. Phenomenal job there. So Cobalt's moved himself to 292-0 on that save file. Question is, I doubt he's going to do much else with this one. Nonetheless, well, actually, with the reset, he doesn't even get credit for that, does he? I don't know if he does or not. Anyways, either way, he's using his undefeated save file as well, folks. Keep that in mind. That's how much balls this dude has. So seriously, let's head on over to the Game Fetch link that is about to hop up here. Again, this will get you into both of their chats and their videos. So again, click that real quick. Be sure to mute one. Nonetheless, tell both great job. Tell Magic great races tonight, and tell CobaltStreak VV, that's Vader Victory. Tell him awesome job on that, because seriously, that second run was effing ridiculous.